So today's just one of those days, huh? Yeah, March is always a tough month for Seahawks fans, or early spring, especially with the Rush trade happening then and now today. But if you haven't heard, today the Seattle Seahawks officially and honestly expectedly released Tyler Lockett, the one of the franchise greatest wide receivers, and honestly doesn't come as a big surprise. So I'm not the most upset about it. I don't feel blindsided by it because he is getting old. He's been having a lot of down years lately, slowly slowing down in production, and money is a big issue. We just released four players the other day too. Roy Robertson Harris, Draymond Jones, Rayshon Jenkins, and George Fant, saving up a lot of money. And now Tyler Lockett is just the fifth person to be released, and honestly the biggest because he was going to get a bonus next week if he didn't get released. So it does save the Seahawks money for extensions and getting new players in free agency. But it's still very sad to see him go. One of the best wide receivers in franchise history, holds a lot of accolades and records, or second on the leaderboard. So let's just go through the stats real quick. One-time All Pro, one-time Pro Bowler, which is shocking, by the way, extremely underrated. 661 catches, 8,594 receiving yards, 61 touchdowns, an average of 13 yards per reception, 399 first downs, and four 1,000 plus yard seasons. An absolute premier player for the Seattle Seahawks and just football in general. And it really sucks to see him go as someone who's been watching him for a while and someone who has been watching football for as long as he's been on the team. Well, not as long as, but he's always been on the team since I started watching. And having 1 year without him will be a little strange if he ends up deciding to retire or decide to keep his playing career going after only 10 years. Well, it's not only 10 years. 10 years is quite a while. But I'm sure he still has a lot of life left in him. So it'll be exciting to see where he goes. One of the landing spots that people have for him is the Las Vegas Raiders, mostly due to that Pete Carroll connection, which personally would not be my favorite spot for him to go. As someone who lives in California, I'm not the biggest Raiders fan in the world. So yeah, but we'll see. And if it does, it is what it is. Tyler Lockett will definitely be remembered here as a Seahawk. And I think we should retire his number. That's just something we should do. We should totally retire his number after his playing career is over. I feel like he's made that much of an impact, and hopefully one day we'll see him in the Hall of Fame. So Tyler Lockett, thank you for all you've done for the Seattle Seahawks. It's been great to watch you as a fan, and follow your story, follow your career as it is, and looking forward to seeing the next chapter in your life, whether it be going to a new team, going through your real estate that you've decided to bring up in the PNW, which is great news, by the way. That's awesome stuff. A great business plan afterwards, or yeah, whatever you decide to do, man. It means a hell of a lot, and yeah, just a quick, short, but very powerful and big thank you. But now we have some other news that I'm very, very displeased and I feel blindsided to announce, and that is DK Metcalf has requested a trade from the Seattle Seahawks. Now this is a big shock, seeing as though he is one of the he's personally, for me, this sucks. If this is actually what he wants and he does decide to end up getting traded, it's going to be painful because DK Metcalf was the first player when I started watching football to say, yeah, that's the guy that I really like. I'm going to watch football for him or because of him. And he's on my favorite team, of course, the Seahawks. I didn't grow up. I mean, I grew up a Seahawks fan. I just started watching football within the past 5 years or so. But this was one of the guys where I said, this guy's going to be great, and I think I'm going to root for him. And I have been this whole way. He's been one of my favorite players. He's actually been my favorite player, bar none. I do like a lot of players, but this guy takes the number one spot. He was the first ever jersey that I ever owned for the NFL or just sports in general. I'm actually in the back of one of his Instagram posts from when I went to my first ever Seahawks game in Seattle. I'll put a picture of it and highlight where I'm at. I'm really small, but it's there. It's there, which is really, really cool. And he's just someone I've always looked up to as a premier player. And he does have his anger issues and stuff, but to me that shows a competitiveness and a drive to win. And seeing him wanting to leave the franchise that brought him in is really unfortunate. But like I said earlier, this could mean one of two things. Now, the first thing is obviously he wants to get traded. He wants to go to a team that he feels like can win now, which I'm sure was helped by the fact that his teammate in college from Ole Miss, AJ Brown, just won the Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles. And I'm sure DK Metcalf would love a taste of that himself, as I would love to see him get a ring. Absolutely one of the greatest things ever to see DK Metcalf get a ring. I feel like he absolutely deserves it. He's one of the better players in the league. And yeah, if that means he has to go to another team, then so be it. And hopefully the Seahawks will do what's best for the team themselves. And if that means keeping him, then so be it. If it means trading him, then so be it. Which then leads me to my other reasoning would be maybe he wants to get leverage for a contract extension so he can get more money. This has been done before, most recently that I can think of by Brandon Ayuk, who did request a trade from the San Francisco 49ers last year, just to end up having all these trade talks between many other teams and all that lovely stuff and drama, just to sign a multi-year, um, very expensive deal with the 49ers, which is sort of looking like a bad deal for the Niners, if you ask me, because Brandon Ayuk wasn't producing when he was healthy, and then he tore his ACL. So we'll see how things go with that. But I'm hoping that's the case for DK Metcalf, as once again, he is my favorite player on my favorite team. And it's honestly the best that we can do is hope. Even this guy's even he's my wallpaper background on my desktop. So yeah, a lot of inspiration. I'm a big fan. And hopefully he can stick around. If not, it is what it is. I'm just yapping my thoughts away at this point off the top of my head. I could have made a YouTube shorts video about this or even a TikTok, but I feel like stuff like this deserved its own video. So yeah, I just wanted to make this quick video. I probably should make another video later this week. That was kind of the plan, but I felt like this would be a good time to do it right now, considering I just got home from class and whatnot. So it's all fresh in my head, and my emotions are running a little wild. I'm kind of confused right now, but and so are some of the Seahawks teammates. I mean, JSN is confused. Tariq Woolen isn't too pleased with it, mostly regarding the DK Metcalf trade and Tyler Lockett getting released. But yeah, just once again, wanted to make this quick video. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick little discussion. Leave your thoughts down below where you think these two guys are going to go if Tyler Lockett decides to go to a new team or DK Metcalf ends up getting traded. And yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed watching. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.